Hey, what's up, guys? It's me again, and welcome back to my channel, Mayta What Ifs. Today, I am back with a new story. The name of the story is What If Minato Betrayed Both Kushina and Naruto? And yeah, guys, it is an unscripted story. Now, before continuing this, shout out to the 1898 for suggesting this idea. Now, moving onwards, the main topic of discussion before continuing the story. A little bit, I will take of your time, but yeah, I have to, come clean. The thing is that I have been having cold feet regarding the series. I just sat down like yesterday and even today on my cell phone trying to write down in my note app, but I couldn't write down anything. My mind went complete blank, and I was having, my hands were shaking. I was like, where should I begin from? I have hyped you guys up for at least a month or so. I did not want you to disappoint, and because of those thoughts, well was having all sorts of things going on in my mind. Like, I didn't want to disappoint in the end, long story short, and I was having cold feet, got scared. That is what I'm trying to say here. And yeah, I still haven't given up on the idea of writing down the stories because one day I have a dream to, publish my own book, my own complete story, and with my own characters. I don't want to stick to fan fictions, and that is why I was trying to turn this channel at least into a writing channel because it will help me grow as a writer. But now, since I had cold feet on my first project that was going to go on this channel, I think that I need to take it easy and don't place all the burden on myself. I know I hyped you up at least for a month or so, but within this month, you will get your series. I'm not gonna back down now. And yeah, as promised, it will be delivered to you. It's just, it will take time, okay? And I need to come up with a plot. I have been trying to, but so far, whenever I think of, the idea, the 1898's idea of the series that won, I think that it's something that I have done so many times in the past that it might resemble all of them. And you guys might get bored. And because of that reason, I, got cold feet and got scared. Anyways, I hope to say, I mean, I am going to say that I apologize for, this, but it is what it is. I had to come clean. I had to take accountability. And yeah, I had to tell you guys because of my own laziness and me being scared, I was not able to deliver what I, told you guys and what you guys hoped for. But I am not gonna back down. I still have hope. I will publish at least one series, the series that won in this month. You will have it. But we will also continue the series stories as well as short movies and movies on this channel as well because those things are necessary as well. Will give me enough time to write while you guys will have content to view. I hope you guys uh, forgive me for this one. I'll take this huge L because I need to and take accountability of it. Anyways, thank you for listening to me. And yeah, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel. I don't know how to say this. I'm kind of ashamed to even say this now. But yeah, in the end, chin up. I'm not giving up. I have to, write down a series. I will. I will, present this series on to you on this channel. Anyways, enough said. Sorry about the intro getting long. Without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Our story begins a year after the Kyubi attack in Konoha Gakure no Sato, where we see inside the Uzumaki household a new sort of storm was brewing. As currently we see, Kushina Uzumaki's wailing and crying sound was heard as she was crying while seated on the couch in her living room. As in her arms she was holding on to a child that was shedding tears as well by seeing his mother in distress. As currently in front of her was her best friend, the civilian council head, Mibuki Haruno, and her husband, both hand in hand, as Minato has just revealed that he has married Mibuki Haruno as well. How could you do this, Minato? It was needed to be done. For years, I have been hearing people that it was because of you that the QB was released and they hate Naruto. But he's your son. You can't do this to me and him. I I'm sorry, Kushina, but I need to ask you for divorce. What? So you're gonna just throw me away? Is that it? Said Kushina with tears. Yes. I'm sorry, Kushina. We need to. Don't you dare speak to me, Mabuki Haruno. You were my best of friend, and and I saved you multiple times, and this is how you say repay me. It's not about that, Kushina. He came to me with this suggestion. I too have lost my loved one because of that monster. I don't blame you or your son. It's just at the time it was the right decision to make. And it was done in order to protect you. Protect us? Protect us how? The people hate you. And they won't listen to me as a Kage if I don't give in to the demands that they are making. This is the least I had to do, Kushina. Fine. But only for Naruto's sake. I will endure this. For both of you. And so, Kushina's life, which was turned upside down, now had only one purpose: live for Naruto. As time began to pass by, Naruto began to grow up, and so did his stepsister Sakura now. As Naruto reached at the age of 8, something happened. Naruto was sent to hospital on October 9th. As turns out, it was found out that Sakura Haruno and her friends have led Naruto to an alleyway where he has gotten beaten to bloody pulp by the men. After finding out about this, Kushina was livid. Livid that this has happened. So much so that she was currently sitting inside the hospital room, as Kakashi was the only one that was nearby. Sensei's not here. He said he's busy watching over Sakura. As Kushina clenched her fist, enough is enough. I have endured these hateful words for the past 8 years. And now my son going through this? I'm gonna do what I should have done. As now we see that Minato's wish was finally fulfilled by Kushina. She signed those papers that Minato asked her to sign all those years ago and submitted them. And the next day, by the law of Konoha, Minato and Kushina were free, not bound to one another. As now we see, Minato then said with a smile, I hope you have a happy life, Kushina. Just give me my damn money and my scrolls. I'll be leaving. And after doing so, we see that Kushina left with Naruto. As she was leaving, she could see the smirks on people's faces, as well as across Mabuki Haruno's face as well. Mark my words, Mabuki Konoha. There will be a time when you will be at my feet, especially you, Minato. And I will be the one who will have the last laugh. Unbeknownst to Kushina, Naruto was hearing each and every word. He has been quite aware of what has been going on and what his father has been doing. And right now, he was pissed as well. But he didn't show it, because as far as he could remember, he always has been mature, serious. And right now, even if his calm demeanor didn't say anything, his eyes could, if you stare into them. They were like abyss of darkness, filled with hatred to the brim. Don't worry, Kachan. I will make them pay. Them and anyone who has ever hurted you. They will be erased. As now we see, Naruto and Kushina then begin to wander. As it took them 3 years wandering from village to finally settle down in a faraway civilian village that was almost at the border of the whole elemental nation, quite a secluded village that no shinobi ever treaded to. There, Kushina began to teach the kids as well as Konoichis in order to protect themselves, as well as Naruto as well. But Naruto was most smartest out of them all. The scrolls that she has been given was more than enough to teach Naruto the arts of Fuinjutsu as well as Uzumaki style. But Naruto knew that he needed to do better. And because of that, he had been tinkering with the Fuinjutsu art as well as ninjutsu arts, combining the two into one. trying to make it something out of it. And he had achieved it. Kajan, I have to show you something, said Naruto with a calm tone. What is it, Naruto? Please just come to me in the training ground. And so she followed and arrived with Naruto. As now we see, Naruto then said, it took me at least 2 years to do this, but I think I am ready. As Naruto then said, attack me with a powerful jutsu. What? Are you insane, Naruto? Why would I do that? Just do so, Kajan. As Kushina did, but being extremely cautious and careful. She thought that after releasing the jutsu, if Naruto showed any sign of fear, she would jump in. As she released a huge fireball jutsu. As soon as she did, Naruto just stood there, but he had a smirk on his face. As he then said, reverse illusion. As he made a hand seal that was never seen before. As something happened, within air, a matrix appeared, a seal matrix. As it consumed the said jutsu and turned it into chakra in front of her eyes that Naruto consumed, visibly going inside his body. What is that, son? It's called reverse illusion. I've been trying to make something that is equal or rivaling to Susanoo, that Uchiha's defense, right? Yes. And I have finally found it. The ultimate defense. Reverse illusion. Now try to hit me and add as much as chakra as you can. I will do this again. Alright, Naruto. And so she did as Naruto casted the same ability, reverse illusion. The combination of both ninjutsu as well as a fuinjutsu. As soon as he did, each and every attack Kushina tried to hit Naruto was absorbed, and she began to feel weaken until she became tired within minutes, as Anuzumaki would go on for hours to no end without getting tired. She was a prime example of it because she was a pure Uzumaki, but here she was. How is this possible, Naruto? Uzumakis usually don't get tired in the battle, and I feel exhausted like I have been fighting for days to no end. Now I'll show you something. As that is when Naruto turned towards Tree and then said, illusion shatter. As soon as he said these words, all those blows that Kushina casted alongside the fireball in same order were delivered to that tree, turning it into splinters, and those splinters into molecule level small things. As after that we see, Kushina was amazed as Naruto stood there. Yes, it works! As this was the most excited Kushina has ever seen Naruto in all his 10 years of life. My god, son, you really did that. Creating a marvel in its own right. Yeah, I know that, right? It's still in development phase. I have yet to develop that huge, construct of chakra. Wait, you want to construct something similar to Susanoo? Yeah, I've been thinking of that, but I don't know how to do that. Maybe I should look into the Fuinjutsu arcs and see what seals and kanjis I can use. As after that, Naruto then said, here you go. What is this? You know the shinobi villages have the chakra pills, right? It is one I made from herbals nearby. After learning about the herbal book that you had. Wait, you went and gathered the herbs to create this? Yeah, a natural, authentic chakra pill. Try it. As soon as Kushina did, she felt not only her chakra returning as much faster, 10 times faster than the normal chakra pill, but she felt rejuvenated. Like her healing capabilities have also increased, and she was feeling much more stronger, and her body was feeling lighter as well. What was that, son? As I said, chakra pill. No, it is working, but I feel so light and the pain is gone. Well, I did add a little bit of sedatives as well as, a lot of rare herbs into it. And turns out near us, those herbs are quite in abundant. So I took some seeds and began to grow them here as well, in our backyard. You have been growing herbs there? Yes. As Kushina was very proud, as she then grabbed Naruto and gave him a tight hug, because she knew now that Naruto was all she needed, as she then shedded tears. I'm so proud of you, Naruto. You have achieved so much in so little time, and I always worried about you. Turns out I don't need to worry about you that much. You're growing up way too much fast, kiddo. Way too much fast. And I'm proud of that. I promise, Kachan. I won't allow anyone to harm you ever again. I vowed that the day we left that place, said Naruto. As Kushina looked down, I don't want you to affiliate with any of the villages, or anyone from Elemental Nation. We have made a life for us here, Naruto. And it is for the best cause if we remain here, hidden. Yes, that is correct, said Naruto. As now we see, both of them return to their new home that they have built with the help of the villagers nearby, who became accustomed to them over the course of 2 years. As now we see, Naruto was resting on his futon on his room upstairs, while Kushina was downstairs resting after some of her friends visited that she has made. As now we see, Naruto closed his eyes and once more entered the place that he hasn't told his Kachan that he has been visiting. It's been a long time, Kurama-san. What do you want, brat? Why are you here again? Can't you see I am resting? Well, yes, you are resting, but you're resting way too much comfortably. Seemingly you're enjoying the, well, bed I conjured up for you. It is quite comfortable instead of sleeping on the, well, water all the time. Sorry about that. Well, I don't, well, blame you for that. I know the reason why you felt like that. Minato. Don't speak of his name, please. He's a man who's not worth even speaking and mentioning of. If you call him a man, that is. I know. I know. So why are you here again? I wish to do that. You wish to learn that state again. Yes. Kurama Chakra mode. I call it KCM. Quite a weird name. But, I can agree with that. It is something like that. So, should we try it here? No. As Naruto made a shadow clone after getting up, and then ventured to the other side. As there, Naruto then said, alright. As both Kurama and Naruto then fist bumped as Naruto entered KCM 2 state, as Golden Cloak surrounded him. Golden chakra was bursting out of his body as black markings surrounded his body as well. As Naruto then said, alright, time to do this. As Naruto began to draw a new seal matrix as well as new hand seals, and after doing that, Naruto then said, Fuin Arts, summoning of chakra. As after that, a huge amount of chakra from the sea as well as from the earth itself began to gather there in abundance. Kid, are you sure about this? I have to try. This time I will be able to create a chakra construct. As after that, Naruto made a new seal on his chest. As after that, he made a new seal, chakra. Consume. As the chakra that was arriving there in abundance from the nature surrounding him then was consumed by him. As soon as it did, Naruto felt as if his chakra coils would burst. His body was overflowing with chakra, way too much. And that is when Naruto began to gather physical chakra as a samurai-like statue began to erupt made out of chakra as Naruto was standing atop of it. As soon as it was finished, it was similar to a fully armored samurai, but without the wings of a Susanoo. He was just standing there on the ground. As Naruto looked at it, he tried to move his hand as the construct's hands and fingers moved. I did it! Kurama, I did it! It is... wow. It is fascinating that you, not being an Uchiha, was able to do it, kid. I can't believe it with my own eyes. As Naruto then tried to unsheath the katana, as soon as it did, Naruto then slashed it, caused a huge slash in the midair, but he didn't anticipate the strength behind it. As the whole titan moved, as a huge gust of wind was fiercely thrown, as the mountains far away across the ocean was literally slashed off into half. Whoa, that was quite far away. Impressive, kid. This is certainly impressive. As that is when Naruto noticed his clone poofing away as Iskachan was standing there. Uh oh. Yes, oh, kid. You have been found out. As Naruto then returned as fast as he could after deactivating the seals. As now we see, Naruto arrived back home. What have you been doing, Naruto? Why was your clone here? Um, I. What have you been hiding, son? As Naruto then made Kushina follow him again and showed her something twice in a day, and that this time it was a chakra construct. And also, she found out that Naruto has been in contact with the QB, and she found out that the QB was in fact Naruto's, well, sensei who has been helping him. I wish to speak to the Biju, Naruto, and the Biju alone. As Naruto then allowed Kurama to take over. What is it that you wish to speak, Kushina? Why are you helping him? I know you detest me. I do detest you, but I feel bad for what has happened to you. You were a pure and kind-hearted girl to those people who didn't deserve that. That much I can do for you. After all, I spent at least 20 years with you, Kushina. Or have you forgotten about that? Then why help Naruto if you detest me that much? He is a poor soul who has suffered because of his father, and because of Konoha. And he detests them to no end. The boy's hatred for that man and for that village is endless, even exceeding far mine. But the way he presents himself to be calm and kind-hearted, I was moved by that, to the point that I started the conversation with him by bringing him into the mindscape. One thing led to another, and now he considered me his sensei, and I consider him my equal, because the kid has a brilliant mind. I'm just amazed that Minato would do such a foolish thing. Sooner or later, once he find out what the kid can do, he won't. I won't allow him anywhere near my son. Again. I understand that, Kushina. But what are you gonna do? Make Naruto live here? Yes, if I have to, I will. As that is when she realized what she was doing. I don't know. I'm worried about him. He might get hurt the same way I did or worse. Even if that is true, you will be there for him, wouldn't you? Yes. You found an anchor. After all that betrayal and hurt, enduring it for all those years, which was Naruto. Can't you be the same anchor for him when he needs you to be? I guess you're right. As this was going on, we see that Kushina accepted this, as now Kurama, Naruto were allowed to train, as Naruto had a lot of experiments to do. All the while back in Konoha, things were not looking so great for Minato and the rest of the village. Turns out they have lost their ally because Orochimaru led them in the Chunin exam against them, and because of that, they have suffered great losses, and they didn't have any Jinchuriki at their hands at the moment, which made them a lot more weaker. And the council has been discussing that they need to bring back Kushina as well as Naruto because they need Naruto as their Jinchuriki. Now, obviously, Minato didn't have any attachment to the boy because he has thrown Kushina away because the people were pointing fingers at him. And him being the Kage didn't want that to happen. He always was the one who put others before himself. He didn't want to see them sad and disappointed. And because of that, things have gotten so bad that he even kicked out the love of his life in order for people to be pleased. As now we see, currently Sakura was yelling about Sasuke again and again to her stepfather, which she considered father. Father, are you going to allow me to study or not? Of course, Sakura-chan, you can go and study. And I wish to be next to Sasuke-kun. We can speak on that on later. Minato-kun. What is wrong with that? If the girl wishes to be, then allow it. You're the damn Kage of this village. The civilians will stand behind you. Thank you, honey. Yes, go on ahead, honey. You can do whatever you wish. Thanks, Dad. As that is when we see Jiraiya arrived with a hurtful expression on his face. Minato. We need to talk. Ah, Sensei. You visited after quite a long time. Yes. 10 years, it seems. 10 years. Sensei, is everything fine? No, Minato. Everything is not fine at all. I need to speak to you. Meet me at Mount Miyaboku. Now. As Jirai disappeared, and so Minato arrived in Mount Miyaboku by reverse summoning himself. As this time, instead of being placed down, he was thrown there. Ow! Well, you could have taken it easy. What is it? Silence! Now the trial will begin on what to do with Minato Namikaze, who has not only disrupted the prophecy but also turned it towards a darker side for the elemental nation's well-being. Wait, what? What do you mean, Sensei? Enough, Minato. Because of you and your idiocracy, the prophecy is voided. Now we are all doomed. Doomed? Doomed from what? It is said the child born from yellow and red will bring great fortune to Konoha and to the elemental nation. He will save us from a disaster never seen before. And now that he's out of the equation, what do you think will happen once the prophecy is voided? What do you mean? Naruto is the child of prophecy? I don't know. Not any longer, it seems. He is freed from his fate. From what Kamamaru-sama said before his passing. Kamamaru-sama passed away? You don't speak his name, said Gamabunta. Bunta-sama, why are you? It's Gamabunta to you. And we brought you here because of the trial. And since it seemed like you're not that much interested anyway, we'll get to the end of it instantly. You are hereby banished from our clan. You cannot summon us or never use us. And Jiraiya, if you stand with them, you too are banished. Sensei, please, everyone, you can't do this to me. I did everything you asked me to do. That is your problem, Minato. You do everything that others tell you to do. You never listen to yourself. And because of that flaw, you not only betrayed your wife that adored and loved you, you also threw away your son, who was supposed to be the child of prophecy. And you made us all doomed, once and for all. As now we see, Jiraiya then threw his headband at Minato's feet. I'm done with Konoha. You and Konoha can go fuck itself. Sensei, you can't. We will lose our spy network. You know, if you threaten me, I can go to the other villages to give the small details to the others. Sensei, why are you doing this? I am doing this because you have been a foolish idiot who has been a puppet of council. And because of that, you have destroyed everything. The worst mistake Sensei made was to make you a Hokage, and me suggesting that it to be. As after that we see, Minato, before he could speak, was reverse summoned back to the Hokage office. Minato, everything fine? Call the council now. As Minato revealed everything after the council arrived, as everyone was now baffled and shocked. We need to find the boy. The prophecy can be refilled if the boy is brought here. Search Naruto anywhere and find him. And so they searched and couldn't find him. Until one day, they found Kushina, because Naruto was away with his friends to a neighboring town that they had already searched, and since they hadn't seen Naruto ever in a grown-up form, they couldn't find him. And Kushina, after being found, was taken forcefully by them. As once the villagers revealed, it was people from Konoha. Naruto knew what he had to do. As Naruto was now so enraged that his cool was lost. And for the first time, people saw Naruto enraged, and they felt chills run down their spine at what they were seeing. As back in Konoha, we see Kushina was tied up to a chair as she was seated inside a room. What? Where? Hello, Kushina, said a familiar voice as Kushina's eyes turned red. What do you want from me? I want our son. He's not your son. He is my son whether you like it or not. Where is he? I won't tell you. Don't make this hard for me, Kushina. I need him here. Now you need him? Why is that? Tell me unless you want me to leave. You can try. You do know that I was the one who told you how to learn Hyrule, right? You learned it yourself? Learned it. I was the one who helped you with the next step. Don't you think I would have already advanced it by now? I see. So talk before I leave. The village. I just speak out the truth, god damn it. There was a prophecy, okay? And it is stated that our son would be the one who would be savior. And now the prophecy is voided. And we are all doomed. As Kushina began to laugh, and her laughter filled out the whole room, then all I care for, Minato. Be doomed. Remain doomed because I will never tell you where he is. I thought you would say that. Inuichi, as Minato nodded towards him, what? I'm sorry, Kushina, I have to do this. He is my daughter. You monster! What are you doing to your one friend? I have to, Kushichan. And while you're doing this, erase the memories. Buki has outlived her usefulness. You're even using her? Yes, I am. The only woman I ever loved was you. Under getting pressured and to appease the council, I married her in order to regain the control, and now that I have it, we can live at peace. Fuck you, Minato. I could never live with you ever again. You will, once you forget about those memories. As that is when literally the whole earth shook. As a voice that said, Minato Namikaze. As Kushina's eyes watered. That's him. Get your ass outside. As that is when once he arrived outside, he was shocked. Naruto was not there. In his place was a huge titan towering over the whole village. As in his hand was katana, sheathed. As it was over his shoulder. You have 10 seconds to bring out my mother, or I will turn this village into a leveling ground. As that is when Kushina was brought out. Come down, son, we can talk easily. As the clone then walked out from the bushes. Kajan, Naruto, what are you doing here? I had to come in order to take you from here. Son, it's good to see you. Fuck you, I'm not your son. You're nothing more than a traitor. To both your village and to us. I don't even consider you a man. Less of a father, any less. As Minato then said, even if you don't, you will soon, son. Because I will be a better father to you this time. You think that is all I'm worried about? I remember each and every face who ever hurted me and my mother. The whole village is on the shit list of mine, and now they will pay. Suddenly Kushina was then behind Naruto, as Naruto then said, reverse illusion. As Naruto then began to attack, as that is when Minato then said, you're an idiot, Naruto. Even with such power, you let yourself without guard. Attack them. As now we see, everyone began to attack Naruto and Kushina, but nothing happened. They all were hitting and hitting and hitting, but they were and getting tired and even exhausted, but nothing happened. Even Minato and Sakura tried, but nothing happened. What is going on? Illusions shatter. As after that, each and every blow that was delivered to Naruto was reversed, and with 10 times more strength was implicated onto them. The full form of reverse illusion technique. Like it? I call it the reverse illusion, a perfect combination between fuinjutsu and ninjutsu. An attack that combines both arts. I don't even have to lift a finger. Look at your conditions. And these are all your techniques that have been used by you to hurt yourself. And now for the very gift that you all feared and wanted. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to your left side, Kyuubi no Yoko. As Kyuubi no Yoko erupted from the earth, as it screeched, you freed the Biju. How? Don't I want to tell you the wonders of ninjutsu arts? Now, Kurama-san, please have your way, while I have my own. As Minato witnessed everything being destroyed in front of him. Wait, please, stop, Kushina. Stop, Naruto. As Kushina looked away, as Naruto then said, I will only stop once she says to stop. As Minato then fell to his knees, as well as on his hands. Kushina, I beg of you, please. Stop this madness. Look, many people are dying. As Naruto then said, remember, Kachan, I told you I'll make your wish come true when he will be brought to your feet. As the whole village will be brought down to its feet, at your feet. As now we see, the two titans caused destruction and havoc as the remaining people then began to bow down. But Naruto then did something that Kushina didn't anticipate. He took out a kunai and handed it over to Minato. Kill Sakura and Mibuki Haruno in front of us, slowly and painfully, and then I will consider. As without batting an eye, Minato did, like any dog would do. He brought down Mibuki Haruno, literally slit her throat slowly and painfully while she watched and begged Kushina to stop this madness. As after that, Naruto looked directly in the eye of Sakura while this was happening. As Naruto said, remember, bitch? You brought me into a trap that and the people beat the hell out of me. And now I'm gonna make you get killed by the same man that you abused the power of. I hold all the cards now. There, done. Just stop this madness. Well, you are too late, Minato. I will only said I will stop once it's done. Look behind you. Everything is destroyed. Nothing is left. As Naruto then took on a kunai and literally stabbed Minato straight into the chest. This is from me. As that is when Naruto brought out another kunai with an Uzumaki crest and stabbed it straight through the skull between the eyes of Minato. And this is for my mother. You sick fuck. As after that we see Minato's body exploded because the Uzumaki kunai had an explosive tag, detonating and killing Minato then and there. As Naruto's titan vanished, as Kyuubi then disappeared as well. As Kyuubi was now back inside Naruto. As both mother and son then begin to leave, arriving back at their home. News spread what happened to Konoha, shaking elemental nation down to their core, because they couldn't fathom how this could happen, but they only knew one thing and one thing alone. The wrath of a hurted woman could even change the fate of a strongest village like Konoha. They feared what it could do to them, because they too have hurted a lot of people, and they had a lot of making up to do now, before they would face the same wrath that Konoha did. And now we go back to the village in which Naruto and Kushina resided in. Well, after arriving there, Naruto and Kushina begin to live peacefully. As Naruto reached the age, he married a girl from the said village, and the Uzumaki lineage continued on as such. And at the age of 60, because of the trauma that she had endured, and she has gotten sick, Kushina died a natural death because she was finally at peace after seeing her grandchildren and her son grow up. The only lingering worry that she had was now fulfilled and done, and now she could pass on with a smile. But this left Naruto in a broken state, in a devastating state, because as far as he could remember, his mother has been his anchor, and right now, he needed someone that to be. So, like his mother, he too turned towards his kids, worrying about them and making sure that they were safe. All the while, the rest of the elemental nation fought against one another and killed themselves without the worry. And soon they too were going to extinct, because at the fast pace that they were killing one another, either they would die out or the chakra users will get extinct. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this story off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As yeah, I do hope you guys forgive me for my long speech in the beginning, but yeah, it is true what it is I said. So yeah, let's end the video here. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.